Everybody, so it's just me, Caleb, here in the shop. A couple things I wanted to go over real quick before Will gets here. Before Will gets here, I'm gonna get all the base painting done on everything, just button it up, and then basically when Will comes over, it'll be painted. We'll put all the electronics in it, and it'll be fully functional, fully working. But that being said, before I could paint it, I was going through a couple spots and I noticed a couple things. Now, the file that I downloaded from Thingiverse, it's a really big file. It's designed to be fully functional. It's designed where there's all these small parts that go inside the phaser. So it has like a spring for the trigger. It has the release mechanism for the part 1 phaser so it can come off and clip in. It's all fully functional. I downloaded and printed just the basic parts for it. I didn't want to do go crazy because I wanted to leave room in here for our electronics. But I did forget a few things that I needed to print. So that being said, we already glued this, and there's a couple things that need to go in here. This top piece here for the dial, and this side release trigger for the phaser needs to go in there before it's glued. So one thing to know about resin is once it's glued, it's pretty much glued. So I kind of was trying to be careful and put my blade in here and split these seams apart where the glue was, and it worked for the most part. This cracked off the seam, and that's not a bad deal. It's a clean cut. I can just glue it back totally fine. The rest of it, though, is this whole piece came off here instead of here. Now, I'm going to make it work because it does fit back in here pretty seamlessly. So I will glue it, and I will use a little bit of this same model compound that I used here to fill out this low spot. I'll use it on all these gaps. It'll be smooth and you won't see it. So now, one of the major pieces that I forgot is this little tiny piece here, and I really only saw this because I was looking at a bunch of reference images for painting. This silver piece here, I want to do it once because I don't want to crack it. So this piece here, it goes in the front, lips under there, and clips on the back. I don't know if that's supposed to be a retention clip to hold the front of the gun together, or if it's a retainer clip for the phase 1 pistol. But I saw it, noticed it, and printed it. So the other thing here, I can just take this off. The other thing here is for this dial piece. I've printed this dial piece probably 5 times. Every time I print it, I get these warps. It prints, if you print it flat on the bed, it prints beautiful, but then when you go to remove it, it cracks, it chips the edge. And so then I printed it with supports, supports hanging off the bottom, and for whatever reason it makes it warp, so it makes the bottom wavy, so it looks not totally flat and round. This one I printed on a 45, and it came out the best so far, so that's where I'm at. The other thing I was annoying about printing this piece is that it comes with these 2 pieces, and I have a software where I can cut pieces off and slice it before I slice and render it. But yeah, they print together, so they're lined up on the printer like that, and you can't get rid of them. So what I did is I put this, so this piece was on the bed, angled it, and these 2 were off the bed and didn't print, but they were still there. So I got a pretty good print out of this one. Now these pieces are cool because this little round piece here goes in the bottom of this, and that'll get glued on that. This piece fits in here, but what it does is, well, I can so this goes on here like this, so that when it's all clamped and glued together, you can turn the knob. So that's kind of cool. Want to make sure I did that. This piece here is that retention clip I was telling you about. That goes in there. And the other thing that I was missing too was I went to start sanding and smoothing out these fins and stuff. And I kept trying to like hold them in place and try to figure out like where I wanted to glue these in. And then I saw on that file when I was looking for the other stuff that it comes with this, some of these are tight, it comes with this fin bracket. Now this fin bracket is designed to fit in the back, right? It goes in there and it holds all the fins. So you can put your top fin in, right? It fits in there. All the other fins get glued in on there, and then you can just slide this in place. So it holds your fins in place. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So like you can pre-glue everything and just slide it in after, and it gets everything level, uniform. It's great. So now, that being said, that's it for the body. So like I said, I'm going to glue this stuff in place. I'm going to do a little bit of sanding. Yeah, and I think that's it. I think the next time I got a couple things. The next time I talk to you guys, Will be here. These will all be painted, and we will start putting the electronics back in. I bought a couple upgrades for electronics, and yeah, we'll see how those go. Hopefully they do alright. So, alright, okay, I'll see you guys when Will gets here. Alright, so here we are. Everything's painted.
Yeah.
We're ready for electronics. So, a couple things I bought are these harnesses. I bought these little harnesses that you can take apart, like quick connects.
Yeah.
So we'll do this for like the switch and maybe the speaker.
Yeah.
So if you ever buy a new speaker or the speaker goes, you can just buy a new speaker, wire it, and just clip it in.
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't got to take all this stuff out of the board.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I bought these little battery charge boards. So these have a USB Type C, so you can plug in your USB and charge your rechargeable battery. And these are like $5, and they come with 3, and they come like welded together. So you just like crack them off like that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it came off.
So first thing we should do is should run our LED through the phaser. Right, it goes through the bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
So through here, oh, it doesn't want to fit through there. There we go.
Okay.
Got it? Alright, so the LED's through here. So let's glue that in place. Let's do a little glue here.
Like you're doing it on like the rim, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. I see you know you do. Okay. So then let's glue that on the body. So I want something that's out of reach, as usual. So this piece doesn't have paint on it. So I'm just gonna like scratch some of this paint away here, just to get a better glue.
And you were gonna put it so that the weird side was down. Is that what?
Yes, I glued the nozzle in so that it's on like the better side. At least I think so. So then make sure this nozzle points down, right? Yeah.
So.
Make sure it's even.
Yeah, no. Glue is.
There's no takesy-backsies.
Right.
Especially you saw what happened last time I tried to do takesy-backsies.
Yeah, like you said, because it heats it up, so it changes how the.
And you can fix it, but at this point, especially, it's like it's all painted, and it's like you don't want to be like gluing it and filling it and sanding, and then you gotta repaint and tape everything up.
Yeah.
It's just no bueno.
No thanks, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, that was pretty painless. So next thing is the switch. I'm still trying to do this without scratching and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the switch. I don't remember what was positive and negative on this thing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Blue is blue usually the positive?
Well, can you look at another thing that's blue and green? To see
Oh yeah, I can. Oh no, I can't. Blue for the speaker is neutral. So probably neutral. If they kept it the same.
Yeah.
Green is usually ground, so that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Cut these short. I don't want 12 feet of wire in here.
No.
Open the top of that. Yeah. Some heat shrink. Should be good. Yeah, I got 3 pieces. What did I say green was? Yeah, green.
You didn't say what green was, but you said blue was neutral. That's all I know.
So let's put. So small.
Yeah. It's like, why don't you want to play? It's like, why don't you want to make something like twice the size of what it is?
Yeah, right. I'd love to. I feel like I've been doing a lot of small scale lately.
Sure.
Don't breathe. So I'm not like a great solderer by any means. I know like pretty much just enough to like be trouble.
Mm-hmm. Just yeah, like just enough to
Yeah.
set the house ablaze.
Maybe a little better than that. I'm better at like large scale electrical than like small scale electrical. But what you do is you put solder on the wire like ahead of time, and then that's called like tinning. It like pre-tins the wire.
Okay.
And gets it like ready. So then when you go to like to your actual wire, like they both already have solder on it. So like when you touch them, they should just like instantly.
They want
yeah.
the yeah. Gotcha.
Yep, so that one's good. And I just put the heat shrink over it. And you can just use the like base of the solder to like heat the heat shrink. And that just like seals it so that it won't touch.
Cool.
I feel like I always bird myself soldering. Like I've always, at least once.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't. That's what you were getting.
Yep. Just a little bit of shrink, heat shrink. Just to kind of seal it, keep it.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. I saw you get them, but I thought they were like weird nails or something. I didn't know. I didn't see quite what it was.
Tubey dealies.
Yeah.
These. I thought these harnesses were a lot smaller.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I mean they are pretty small.
Yeah, I mean they are technically.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, for like what we're doing.
What we're doing is a little smaller.
That's okay.
So this can be. Yeah, well, let's just finish this.
I feel like you're Hank Pym in your thing. You're trying to make all this like like tiny.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with shrinking. Oh man! All right, red goes to green. Man, I gotta keep like telling myself like red goes to green because it makes no sense to me. good. Now, I'm gonna undo this battery and solder the battery into this board.
Goodbye. Oh. Look out They're like, yeah, well, you're almost done. So he's soldering and shuttering your butts. And I was like, no, because if that way, he would be with me if that happened.
That's good. All right, so I got the switch in. Everything's good. The board is on. Battery's in. And then just verifying that the clip and everything works. Everything's working.
That certainly does work.
So now I will take the battery off and we'll solder it to the board. We want to put the board somewhere you can get to. So after we solder it, I was thinking about putting it like in here.
Okay.
Like this. Where, whatever way it fits, you know?
Yeah.
So that you can just take this. Actually, it probably makes the most sense to just keep it in here with the other board.
Probably.
And then you can just like take this out, flip it, and just plug it in.
Charge it.
Yeah. I don't know how much that's gonna drain the battery with the light in the, you know, I don't know.
mean, it's still going and you haven't charged it, right?
No,
Yeah, so.
I've kept this board off though, but
Oh.
it shouldn't matter if, since the new board kind of does that automatically, it only sends power when it needs it. I hate you. Oh, I hate you. Trying to go fast too. I don't know if Buffalo's gonna pull this one out. What's
It's
that?
5 minutes
Oh.
and they're down by 17. So it's Madden, anything's possible.
Oh my God, Madden.
But in a real life game, no.
If it was Madden, Buffalo would.
They might get one more touchdown, but that's not it.
In Madden, they'd like take the pick, run it back, and then
Yeah.
get an interception and run it down.
Yeah.
There's like so many working parts.
Somebody wanted it to light up.
Just like no, I mean just like soldering and like electronics, like in general. You know, like you're always doing something, and then you know you're trying to do it quick, and then this thing is like 300 degrees, so you're trying to like put this back, and it's in the way. Then you got all these cords. So that should be it for that. Kind of testing a theory too, because like I don't really 100% know how this board works.
Yeah.
Let's see, if you're gonna plug that in, you kind of want to do it this side. Honestly, having a brand new soldering iron, it's
like,
just so it's like that new computer. It's just like so much better.
a lot happened in the few days there, hasn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's because I got paid before this time. That usually helps.
It does usually help.
Yeah, I ordered a whole bunch of resin too. I ordered that big thing of resin. I thought it was coming in like 2 containers, like 2,000, like I always get.
Yeah.
And then it came in this big box. I'm like, sweet. And I opened it, and it's just this giant, like, it's like a 2-gallon jug. I was like, there's no big gun. Okay, so now this is wired.
He's gonna come out great.
This is gonna be fantastic. So everything's wired.
Okay.
Okay. So that tells me that it's not getting power. So let's see. This says out. That says power out. Let me try that.
Always.
Oh, he got it.
They tied with a field goal. Now they're in overtime. That immediately.
It immediately works. So I wonder if that diagram was A, wrong, or just like that's not the right thing.
It could just be literally what you're saying, which is that's like in for the charger, and the rest is out. And you're keeping the battery.
It's almost like this, like you would use this to like power something like when it's plugged in. Do I have a Type C cord handy? Don't know if I do. I think that's a micro.
Like that?
Okay, so let's plug the board in.
Look.
Beautiful. So I don't know why that. See how much can go wrong when you're like doing wiring? Because now I'm thinking, oh my god, I wired the board wrong, the board's blown up, or I plugged this in and immediately fried it, right?
But this is a perfect example of why and everybody gets mad at them. And the first question they ask is it plugged in? It is because you don't always assume it's this. Sometimes it's the most simple.
9 times out of 10,
right, exactly.
This isn't working because this cable,
right.
the power cable, is out of the wall, or the USB's not all the way in. This stupid plug in this lamp that I use, it doesn't have like the regular like big end, small end, like your sockets do.
Gotcha.
So you can plug that. You can plug the box in
the wrong way.
Either way.
Gotcha.
So. Well, other than that, I mean that's
that's it.
That's it.
I mean, yeah. It's just pretty much just cramming it,
and then there's a couple little small like paint things just to touch up.
Yeah, let's leave it. And
yeah, you want me to leave this charging?
Yeah, let's see if it goes to green.
See if it explodes by the time we get back.
Yeah.
And if it does, you'll see it here first. This did turn blue, and then I unplugged it, and now it's charging up again. But it's working, so we can take it off. And now we got to cram all this junk in here. So
yeah, the cramming begins. Right?
There's a lot less in here last time we did it.
True.
So you're going at an angle, and it works really good. So I think we should put this board up here, don't you? For like, so you can reach it to charge it.
Yeah, probably.
So
Yeah.
let's see if I can fit this. I didn't clean. Should have printed this like hollow without like supports.
Wow.
Let's see. Maybe. These should go together, these things here. Oh, jeez. Oh my God. I left the top off that glue, so it's like.
Oh.
I guess I could have cut these a little shorter too, but too late now. This will be fun when you charge this and you have to like shove all this stuff back in.
I mean, maybe not, because that press guy is sticking out.
We did before we put the speaker in here before, didn't we?
Yeah. So do you think that the other thing will have to go in the...
It might. Like we're playing Phasmophobia.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and neat.
Just like Pete.
I think it's just barely gonna fit. That's just like so much wire.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of good because to open it up, you want it to be long.
Yeah, you do.
Short.
You do. You want to be able to get to everything.
Because like the toy, if this was like a toy, it would all be short, but that's because they don't expect you to ever
Open it.
Right.
Yeah.
And if something breaks, like you've made it so that we can get back to it like easily. We don't have to like screw around with it.
Yeah. It's true.
I mean, have you put it together since it's been?
No.
It's.
Not since it's been painted. No, I have not.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's
pretty
heavy
nice.
too.
Is it heavy? Oh wow.
Like significantly more so than it was.
That is pretty rad. I won't push it until it's completed.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about it? Do you like it without the screen? It's not bad. We can throw it in. I gotta take this off to paint the emitter gold anyway. So
Oh yeah.
it's not like it's not like skipping it'll save any time, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't that like upsetting to like
do what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually try to like carve like line style like gouges. It gives it more like tooth, like it gives it more like to bite into. So like when the glue, it'll actually like hold it in there a little bit more.
Oh, cool. I can kind of understand what you're saying, yeah.
This is it's just like kind of down to like the raw, like resin.
So yeah, so it's not just like smooth. And
Yeah.
the glue is doing all the work. Like there's some grooves to grab into the actual material.
And the other thing that can happen too, you should do this like anyway, but especially if it's painted, because like if it does like fail or the glue pulls off, what it does is the glue sticks to the paint and it just pulls the paint off. So then it's...
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Is that stuff you learned, or is that stuff through trial and error?
Yeah, I've had it happen on stupid stuff here and there. This is like the only part that like scares me about like holding on to. Making sure it's like strong enough to like hold the weight. Yeah, it prints with those twists, like the twist mechanism.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if I had stronger resin, I would feel like fine.
Yeah.
But
that's pretty sweet looking.
it looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
It does.
I have to worry about like maybe after it dries, it'll be okay. But okay, what next? Fins, and then this top part.
And just that paint.
Paint.
But maybe leave that top part for.
After we, it should be able to come out.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking because you said it was so thin that pushing it in like.
Oh yeah, I'll leave it. So let's see.
Yeah, I think just glue on that part, and then.
This might not even need glue, in all honesty. This
It kind of
piece here.
doesn't look like it does it?
It's kind of designed to like slide in between. Not yet.
Not yet, Phaser. Not yet.
No. You ruined the surprise. Trying to see where it's getting.
Does it go all the way down?
It should. I'm almost positive it does. I think the glue is too. The paint is a little too thick in certain spots.
Yeah.
I think the centerpiece is supposed to,
meet it, yeah.
centerpiece is supposed to go in. Oops. It did this to me before when I was trying it. Before it was painted. It wasn't as bad. Well, I got it, but I broke one.
One little fin.
They're gonna be held together with glue and a prayer.
comfortable hair.
Like it acts like there's no glue on it.
Oh.
Just being weird is all. It's mostly impatience is what it is. You know, because you glue something and you want it to be like glued. But it never, very rarely is like that.
I think it'd be like too super glue.
You know, they make like an accelerator you can like spray on the other side. And then when that glue touches the accelerator, it just like instantly like it's a chemical bond.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, it's permanent, like way more permanent. Huge. I feel like it's like a museum piece that I'm like trying to. I should be wearing like velvet gloves or something.
I know.
Oh boy. So we still need a couple little things to paint, right?
Yeah, it is a couple.
I think it's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet looking.
I just wonder if we should spray it with like a top coat too, like a sealer.
To keep it all like. What do you mean? You said what you're.
Like just to seal the paint.
Okay.
Give it like a matte finish, like
Yeah.
so that like your hands don't rub it off or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's
You might kind of dilute the silver a little bit, but
that's okay.
so let's see. Let's paint this in gold. Red of gold. I just had it. Is that it?
I think you need black.
Do I need black?
I think this thing is black.
Oh, the top piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Need my brushes.
Brushes.
Brush me! Mama sees you.
Oh no, what's all you thinking? Brush.
I just like how that whole thing was like leading up to like the wall in the basement.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Trying to get rid of the
Yep.
brush me.
I'm getting hungry.
Perfect. No, I cannot touch anything. Oh, what color is the trigger? Silver too?
Silver, yeah. Don't let that touch.
Yeah, don't let it cross streams.
Yeah, really.
So funny, like I always do like something wrong in every project. I think like, no, that'll be easier just to do it after. I was thinking about painting this, and I was like, well, I can't really paint anything ahead of time because, you know, you gotta assemble it, then wire it, and then maybe do like your final touch-ups and everything.
Yeah.
But like looking at it now, like everything could have just been pre-painted and then just like assembled together. But that's alright. I like doing it the hard way.
Yeah.
It's more fun. It's more fun.
That's what adds to the challenge.
Yeah.
That's all you've ever said is like, I don't want this to be fun or interesting. I want it to be
No,
challenging.
yeah, I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be a good time.
I want to hate it by the end of the
Yeah. I want to be sick. I want to never look at another one. When I'm done with this phaser, it'll be the last phaser I ever see.
You've been watching the Plastic Underground. Thanks for.
Please like and subscribe.
I really hated doing it so much. I'm not even going to give you.
Hope you guys like it, because I friggin' hated it.
I'm taking this down in 24 hours.
Yeah. What was that thing for a while everybody was doing where, like, oh yeah, felt cute, might delete later.
Oh, yeah. Thought it was a good idea. Deleting later.
Looked fun at the time. Might delete later.
I couldn't be more
It is true though. I do enjoy the projects that like make my brain more active.
I can see that. I can understand.
So in a way, like if it is a challenge, it is more like fun for me to like figure it out. It's more engaging. But I like projects like this too. Like the electronics was like the big thing that like we were learning in this video. But everything else was like super simple.
True. Yeah.
3D printing stuff and painting it, it's like, you know, that's really enjoyable. It's just like doing a model kit from, you know, when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So that's like relaxing, but it's like everything else that you're doing that like you've never done.
True. Yeah, this is the part that I would fail tremendously at.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, yeah, and I'd be like, oh.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man.
Pretty much.
How did I get it
And
over
you'd be
there?
like, how did you get silver paint on the inside? I'd be like, I don't know.
Print another one.
Yeah, right. Could you just redo the whole thing? Because I also broke the
It's gone.
Yeah. You remember how it does that? Doesn't do that anymore.
Remember all the time you put into doing the wiring? It's gone. It's all gone.
I can just hear you now be like, what do you mean it's gone? And they're like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not in there. Oh man, that is funny. This is like me coming back from a coffee break. You know, I go get a cup of coffee and come back like. So you still have that file saved on the printer,
Or not.
or not? Or can you get it? You might need it.
Not like, can you get it?
Yeah, you said it was only like a 15-hour print. You said it wasn't that big a deal.
Only use like 2 liters of resin. I mean,
2 liters. Oh man, that's funny.
blub, blub. You do have You probably do feel like a mad scientist pouring all that stuff.
Oh God, yeah, I got gloves and a mask on.
And then you're like
mixing beakers.
Go, beep, and it's like.
Then I come back down the next day and it's full of Pokemon.
You're right. It's literally like the Powerpuff Girls thing where he just throws little things together.
Yep.
Everything nice.
Then he trips on them. Doesn't he trips or he's... Oh no, he knocks the...
Yeah, he like
game with the spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I hate to mix up my Powerpuff Girl lore.
Yeah.
How dare you? So this part is also silver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this adds to the challenge. This is nice.
Oh, this pleases that one part of my brain that never gets pleasure. How many pieces can you paint and not get paint on other things? 2!
Yeah. Oh, the answer is 4. 4 is the number. Okay. That's it. That's really funny. So, for this front screen, I need a little bit of this. If you guys have like seen other like helmet videos, I always use this for like visors. This is like grinding replacement visor. So I already made like a little template out of paper just to make sure it fits in there. And then now I'm just gonna slice it up.
Slice it up. Beautiful.
Oh.
Where's my finger?
Oh my God. My hand.
Is any part of it
Am I bleeding? Is that my blood? It's just like, looks like a butcher table. I do believe I cut the... Wasn't that an SNL skit? Where they were doing...
That's what's his name. Dan Aykroyd's the one where he cuts himself with the fish.
Yeah, but he was doing Julia Childs.
Yeah.
Oh, I've cut the dickens out of myself. Oh, now if you go over to it and prepare the turkey.
And he's just like, oh, I'm getting a little lightheaded. No?
You didn't know that.
Let it go?
Yeah. Yeah, now this is going to be... This is a little tricky. I'm trying to get glue in here and not on the visor. And get paint touching.
The thing I was thinking about with the blood thing is if you said to me, is any part of this blood red? Is there any colour of it? Oh, no, there isn't.
Weird.
But I've always thought that this part should be red. It's beautiful. Next year I'll be like, let's make a 1/25 scale Enterprise.
Oh, that would be
with
sweet.
lights and sounds. And make a cutaway so we can have miniatures inside of it.
I'm down. So down. Did I glue the side down with the screen? I think so. It looks good, doesn't it?
I think so.
I like that being black in there. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna get back to it.
Cool.
So these need to be white, but we can put this on. I think the last thing that needs to go on is this. As far as like parts.
Yeah.
Little guy right here. This is it.
Bum 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 snap. Oh, and now it is never coming out.
No, this doesn't fit. That does actually like hold this down more.
Does it?
Yeah. So you can't see the wire anymore. It like clamps the front.
Perfect. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Get your lamp and your overhead. Pretty dang cool.
That's cool, dude.
Where is the thing? Try not to destroy everything you own.
Yeah, not
There
all
we
the
go.
stuff.
Very cool.
Cool. So it just needs a couple little like paint touch-ups, and
Yeah, of course.
I can do that. And then I'll paint a like a protective coat on top just to make sure like paint stays good. And
Seals it, yeah.
yeah. That's pretty.
Yeah, cool.
That's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
We took a 3D print and made like
Like something you would just go buy at the
yeah,
store, right?
but like a better quality.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like it feels pretty beefy. You know, it's pretty dense.
You almost imagine this is what it might have felt like in like if the truck was real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so just some scratch ups of this, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be black, and I gotta put numbers on there.
But I mean, really, that's not much is really gonna really change. You know what I mean? It's cool.
It sounds good too.
It does sound good.
All right, everybody. So that concludes another episode of Buddy Builds. Basically, season 2 of Buddy Builds.
Season 2.
So we did our original series Star Trek phasers. We did 2 versions this time. You guys watched us do the 3D print version with full sound, full lights, and and then I made just a wall display foam phaser, and it's still pretty cool.
Good.
From this distance, you probably can't even tell which is which, but obviously this one is a lot lighter, and that one is a lot heavier.
It actually has some heft to it, yeah.
But yeah, that's it. So that's kind of the steps that like we take to just make a cool prop. And I have I'll link the files, the 3D files for that. And I made like paper templates for foam. So I'll put all that stuff in this video, and then hopefully you guys can like make your own phaser, and you can kind of take what we did and apply that to like any other version of like the phaser from Star Trek. There's a ton of phasers in Star Trek.
Yeah, I mean, really anything. You could even do it with like, you take apart and like have a switch to make something, you know, fire, like lightsabers and stuff like that too. So
yeah, I literally have like plans that like something that I've been wanting to make for a long time that I haven't made with like sound and stuff is I should have this closer. Is like I've had this sitting on the bench for probably a year and a half. But like, this is the laser rifle from Fallout.
Yeah.
And I really, now that like I've found those boards, I really want to put like a red light in here, maybe even like a laser pointer.
Yeah.
And not take it to like cons or anything. But,
Sure.
But just for like me to have like a laser pointer in here and have like the actual sound effect from the game, like when you pull the trigger, would be really fun. Cool. But I started this like forever ago, but if I do a video on this, I'll just remake this piece for the video just to show how I did it. And it's pretty simple actually. It's all square.
It seems like just the battery pack is the most challenging.
Yeah, this part here is not super fun. But that's about it. But yeah, so anyway, that does it for our season 2 Buddy Builds.
Season 2.
We have more Star Trek stuff coming. Buddy Builds, I think Buddy Builds will pretty much always be like a Star Trek thing.
Probably, yeah. I might, that's what I like, so it's hard to...
It's cool. So going along with that, like Kirk era, we have another couple things Kirk era that we want to do.
Yeah.
Like couple main props.
Yeah, like the main things that they have in the show.
Yeah. So we'll be working on that. So we'll put out another Buddy Builds season 3. Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
To be continued.
Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. Ring the bell for notifications.